Hello, everybody. It's me, Joe Wheeler. Third video of the day. Like, what are the odds, right? Anyway, I just really want to talk to you a little bit about disappointment and when your heart gets broken in business, which it does a lot. You know, I had a really nice sale that was supposed to go through today. Super excited, geared up. Woo, woo, woo. It hasn't happened yet, and that's okay. And in the process of that, I started feeling like, you know, maybe my product's not good enough. Maybe this, maybe that. Maybe I don't have what it takes. And all the self-doubt goes through my mind. All of the, you know, like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe this, maybe that, you know. And you know, I had somebody who really criticized me and says, you know, your product is a very high-end luxury price. You're right. It is. It's, you know, it's the best. And you know, they really criticized me for not having the grocery store price. And I there's nothing wrong with that. And if that's what you want, then by all means, you know, I'm not the wine for you. I'm not the gin for you, because I know the quality of my products. I know the quality of the products that I'm offering, and it's not going to be for everybody, and that's okay. And I'm not going to hate you or anything. But when this particular sale didn't go through today, and you guys can watch this, you don't have to. It's going to be a little bit long. Did it hurt? Yeah. You know, as a woman in business, you know, people don't understand that sometimes everything that you do goes back immediately into the business, and you just keep rolling it back. You just keep feeding the baby. You just keep putting it back. So even though everything else is going on around you, you know, sometimes you're putting your last 50 euros back into the bank, or, you know, your last 200 euros, and you're rolling it back into another product, or, you know, postage, or this or that. And that's another thing. You know, somebody heckled me and said, you know, why aren't you offering free postage? Well, because I'm paying for it, for number one. And number two, once I grow to that point where I fluidly can, absolutely, no problem. I'm not there yet. So if you guys want to help me out with that, that would be great. And I had a really hard time with that this morning. You know, we all have stuff going on in our life. We all have things, you know, that happened. I work really hard. You know, I have 2 speeds, full throttle and sleep. That's it. And, you know, and I've explained to my friends, most of the time I'm here working. Most of the time I'm creating a new product, or a new marketing strategy, or, you know, a new video. You know, those videos that I put out, they're fun. They're, you know, there's a lot of thought that goes into it. It's not just, you know, hey, let's just put some pictures. I want to present a really sexy, powerful message for my wines, for my products, you know, or if it's the holy water gins, like I have some right here. And just so you guys know, I have only 36 left of these, or sorry, 26 left, and only 8 of the minis of the 200 that I ordered. So there's a lot of thought and a lot of humor that goes into this. You know, the other day I happened to give 2 bottles to the mayor of my town, and I gave him a Sister Ethel and a Sister Mary Frances. Oh, do I have a Sister Mary Frances? I have the t-shirt, Sister Mary Frances. So I you know, had that in a bag, and I was giving him, you know, his products, you know, everything that, you know, he had. And I realized I was giving it to him in front of the local cathedral. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to get struck down with lightning. And he just laughed and he said, it's actually more appropriate because it's called holy water gin. So, you know, I make mistakes all the time. Sometimes I do things and go, oh, did I think that out loud? I don't know. But back to the feeling like, you know, a failure. Anytime you step out and you do something different, you are different. You're branded different. Like, I don't fit into any mold, period. Like, and I don't want to. When I was younger, I really wanted to. I wanted to, look like this beautiful blonde girl or this person or this tiny petite. I've never fit in that mold. You know, people go, you should wear your makeup natural. Why? Does that work for you or does that work for me? I do what works for me, and I'm happy with that. And so long story short, the sale hasn't gone through yet. It would be a very nice sale. And I started feeling like, you know, Joe, maybe you're not good enough, maybe this, all of those things. You know, I'm human just like the rest of you. But then I looked around my kitchen. If you could see up there, there's 2 bottles. That is from my non-alcoholic wine collection, the Sparkly Twins Rosé and Blanco. And then I looked right next to it is the box, the pasta box. It comes with pasta and 2 sauces and a Chianti, you know, under my Mama Joe's pasta and sauce brand. And then I looked over there, you'll see the olive oil from my company, La Bella Sabionita olive oil. And then right behind me, where is it? Can you see? Right behind me, that is the Roman Empire collection. So far, I have a total of alcoholic wines. I have created, there's 14 in the Roman Empire collection, 6 reds, 6 whites, and a blush and a rosé for the muse and the goddess. In my La Bella Sabionita collection, there are 3 reds and 3 whites. And I mean, they're very good. Like, I've got Chardonnay, which is Italian's version of champagne or Prosecco. And I have a nice Merlot. I have all kinds of wonderful things. And then I have my gin, my holy water gin. I have the Union Jack gin. I have the another gin that I haven't promoted yet, but I'll tell you, it's a New Zealand gin. I have the 2 vodkas that I've created. I have the beer. I have the waters. Wait till you guys see the waters. So sexy. I have other products coming down the pipeline. And I started feeling like a failure. And I read the email that, one of my producers gave me, and he said, just wanted to let you know that most people barely have the courage to do, 1 or 2 products. You've done over 30. And it's really humbling. And one of the products we launched at Milan Fashion Week, which was our Prosecco, Our Lady La Bella Prosecco. And we launched the minis. Those sold like hotcakes. The mini gins are selling like hotcakes. I only have 8 left of the 200 that I ordered for stock. And I just want you guys to know that when you feel that you're not doing anything, if you step back and you look at what you've actually done, and you look at your life, and you look at, yes, people are laughing at you. Yes, people think you're weird. Pretty soon that laughter turns into applause. And pretty soon that applause turns into, hey, this is an expert in the field. And I was just asked to collaborate with a company from mainland China to be one of the distributors or agents for their product, because they recognize and they notice my brand. And am I where I want to be? Absolutely not. But with your help, I'm growing every day. And that's why I say when you buy my products, you're buying my hard work, you're buying my dreams, you're buying my determination, you're buying every time I've fallen, that I've gotten back up and said, I'll keep going, because I know and I'm confident that I have a good product line. And to all of you out there that are buying my wine, thank you. To those of you that, it's not for you, that's okay. A Ferrari's not for everybody, but we can all look, right? And I just love you, and I appreciate and value so much you. And I just don't want you to feel discouraged. So if you actually look at what you've actually done more. And my producers have told me, they said, you've created more than most companies have created in a 20-year span. So go for me. I'm very proud of that. And I'm not meaning to brag or anything. It's just a low moment today, and I wanted to share how I rise with you all, because I love you and I count you all as my friends. So thank you again for buying my products. Thank you again for buying my dreams that I've dreamt of and created. Thank you again for your love and your support.